Hello, I'm Phil from Radio.co and welcome to our Back to Basics course, an easy to digest, comprehensive introduction into the wonderful world of internet radio. Now, if you're watching this, then you'll likely either be a complete newcomer to internet radio or someone who is just looking for a refresher on how it all works. Well, regardless of where you'd slot yourself in, it's a pleasure to have you here at the beginning of your successful and no doubt enjoyable journey to getting your dream online radio station launched and broadcasting all around the world, all day, every day. Now, because of this, most of the information I'll be sharing with you throughout this 5-part series can be considered more geared towards, beginners, as I'll be going into detail about the ins and outs to bringing your radio station ideas to life for the first time. But of course, if you don't feel that you're part of that camp, then please stick around anyway, as I'm sure you'll find some helpful tips along the way in either this video or another in this series of guides. Thanks for checking out Radio.co on YouTube. If you want to see more kit reviews, live webinars, and handy broadcasting tips, then give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and click the bell icon. But first of all, why internet radio? Well, truth be told, over the last 10 to 15 years at the very least, internet radio has skyrocketed within the industry to become the simplest, most efficient way for people all over the world to consume global radio. That's pretty much the sole reason why internet radio has evolved uncontrollably, because these days it is so accessible to simply listen to whatever station you like at any time you want, whether that's from your computer, your smartphone, or your smart speaker. Now that, of course, is just why audiences support internet radio so much. And as for you, an aspiring internet radio broadcaster and soon-to-be owner, internet radio is incredibly easy and cheap to run. As gone are the days of forking out, tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars acquiring terrestrial radio licenses, transmitters, and studios. Now everyone with a dream of launching their own internet radio station can get up and running from their own home with nothing but their laptop and a half-decent internet connection. But that's only made possible with the support of us, Radio.co. And what is Radio.co, I hear you cry? Well, in a nutshell, we are the ultimate all-in-one platform for creating your own internet radio station in the most professional, reliable, and user-friendly way possible. Now, that doesn't just apply to our software, of course, as behind our website, our videos, our emails, we're a team of passionate radio nerds who want nothing more than to see you succeed on the air. So that's the first thing we'll cover in our Back to Basics series. What is Radio.co? How does it work? And where do we come in to help? Let's break out these walls a little bit, get a bit more space, and show you how it goes. Now, in a nutshell, by subscribing to Radio.co, you'll have all the essential software and online tools needed to begin broadcasting as soon as you're ready to. And what I mean by that is practically everything that you can expect to do from any typical radio station, such as scheduling shows, broadcasting live, tracking your audiences, and even putting your station into automation 24/7 if you wanted to. All that is what I mean. You can literally begin broadcasting anytime you like from your own computer, from your own home, because we'll give you all the software and means to do that. Now, the Radio.co platform is capable of so much more beyond these mere basics, but right now I'm just going to focus on the basics of the software to introduce you to the 5 key areas you should follow to begin broadcasting. These are uploading media, building playlists, scheduling playlists, going on air, and inviting people to listen. Yeah, that's 5. For more guidance on everything else Radio.co can do beyond the basics, such as some of our more advanced creative and management tools like voice tracking or our news bulletin builder, then you can check out the tutorials for those individually through the Radio.co University or our help centre at help.radio.co. Or if you want to, you can click here to check out my full pre-recorded demo. So what you should be able to see here is your Radio.co dashboard. And if you're completely new to the Radio.co platform, you get here by going to our pricing page, finding whichever of our 5 subscription plans you want, clicking on the Start Trial button, filling your details, and here we go. 3 minutes later, you're logged in and you should have a blank canvas that gives you all the creative freedom and control to really broadcast your very own station. And as I said there, I'm just going to go through some of the basics for you so you can get up and running very, very quickly. There is so much more that this is capable of, but I'm not going to overwhelm you with too much things right off the bat. So here we go, I'm on the platform. Now the first thing that I advise you doing is actually uploading some content, because what's the point of turning your station on air if there is nothing there to play? So let's go here. So I'm on the platform now, so I'm just going to come to the Add Media button here, which is the right button right towards the top, the red button here. So click that. And what you should see is the option to drag and drop files into your browser, just simply drag and drop, or selecting your files there. Now you can upload anything you like as long as it is MP3 or AAC. That's if you've ever bought anything off iTunes, or that's usually Apple's preferred file format. But otherwise, MP3, I'm sure you've got a ton of them already. So once you've selected the files, you can upload your media. I mean, you'll find them then in your media library. And to get there, click here on the left. And this is what you'll see. You'll see your media library. You're actually uploading all of your media to your cloud-based storage allowance. So it means regardless of what computer you log into your Radio.co account from, or wherever you are in the world, you'll always find your media. So I've uploaded tracks. I think about 2,500 tracks on this particular account. As you scroll down, they are all there. And you can see that a lot of these tracks have these brightly coloured labels attached to them. They're what we call tags. What tags do is they just help you keep everything organized, simply. So if I'd uploaded a lot of, 2000s R&B tracks, I might want to create a label for them so I know how many 2000s R&B tracks I have. So to do that, I'm going to highlight a few tracks here. I know full well that these tracks I'm selecting couldn't be any further from 2000s R&B. But here we go, I've highlighted them. Maybe one of them is. And come to the top here where it says add and create tag. And I'm going to type in something like that, 2000s R&B. You can be as specific or as broad as you want. This is there to organize your content. So if I click add, it's created that label and it's attached it to those 5 tracks there. Once that tag has been created, I can then select any other tracks I want and just add that pre-created tag to it. So yeah, literally type in whatever you want because it's there to help you. So we've uploaded media. We have categorized it. It's not essential, but strongly recommended. That's step 1. We've got content to play and we're almost ready to go. But we actually need to, build some shows first. So to do that, I'm going to jump to the playlist section here. And in the most basic sense, anything that is not live, so when you are not doing a live show, but you want to broadcast something, that is always going to be in the form of a playlist. So even if it's just one track that you want to play at a specific time, you put that track into a specific playlist and schedule it at that specific time. You can see here I've got a few generic playlists I've made already. I have a breakfast show, I have a Phil's Mix show, I have an R&B show, I have lots. But the one I am going to be focusing on first is this one, this default playlist. Now what this default playlist is, it's kind of like our secret weapon in a way. It's something that we cannot rave about enough. What this does is this actually has been built to help you create a 24-hour station. And it does that by automatically fading in when your station is on air, like so, and when you have nothing in your schedule. So, you've got this 24/7 canvas. You don't need to spend so much time and effort actually filling it with content every hour of every single day. Instead, you can rely on the default playlist to automatically fade in and fill it in for you. So make use of it. I know I have 70 tracks in here already. You will have none, of course. I mean, it's already included in your plan, but yours will be empty. So add tracks to it. So I recommend coming all the way to the pencil icon here, edit, clicking on that, and that will open up your playlist builder. You can see mine's already populated with specific tracks. I've got tags I've popped in there, and that allows the software to play tracks from your tags at random. So here, if I wanted a random jingle to play, I can. I don't really care which one it is. The software will pull it for me, or a random Beatles or a random 90s track, like so. But to add tracks yourself, you'll find all of your uploaded tracks within the Tracks tab. And any tracks you want to add in, click on the plus button, and you'll see as soon as I do, it is jumping by default to the bottom of my playlist. And you should notice as well that every track I'm adding, the duration is adding up as well. So it's 5:15 at the moment, or just shy of 5:16, And now, a couple of tracks later, there you go, it's 5:31:12. So this will keep a live display so you know exactly how long this show is. Any tracks you add, they don't actually have to be added into a particular order because you can just drag them around with the mouse to change it. So you can see it's so simple to begin broadcasting. You know, any tracks you add, literally move any of them across. You add it in the exact same way you would expect to add tracks to any other playlist you may have used. Just move it across. So whether that is jingles, ads, pre-recorded voice segments, an entire 60-minute long pre-recorded show, take that file, move it across. Simple as that. As I mentioned about tags, you'll find them in the Tags tab. Take any of those tags, move it across, and there we go, the software will play a track at random for you. It's also clever though, the software, it recognizes tracks it's played before within that tag. So even if you did rely on that tag quite a lot, it's actually going to make sure all of them play at least once before any are repeated. So it's really good. If you have at least the bronze plan, you'll have the ability to record live broadcasts that you do, and you'll find those recordings here to simply pop into your playlist to repeat. Then I mentioned about voice tracking, one of our advanced features. That just basically allows you to record vocal segments up to 10 minutes in length directly into Radio.co. And you can record as many as you like, move them across, and it gives off the impression there's a live host around your pre-recorded music show. I'm not going to go into those, of course, right now, but as I say, go to our help center, help.radio.co, if you want to find more information about how they actually work. So that is almost the end of step 2, building shows. The last thing to do is click save. Okay, now we're ready for step 3, and that is actually creating and scheduling your shows. So let's move to the schedule, which is here. And this is what you'll be greeted with. You'll see the days of the week along the top, the times down by the side. As I scroll down, you'll see what my particular station is doing. I have a live breakfast show every morning, a live evening show every evening, and a little live show here at the weekends. Now the software will literally broadcast whatever it is you want it to do. If it's a playlist, just decide what time you want that playlist to play. If it's a live show, decide how long or what time you want that DJ to go live. And as I mentioned, that default playlist has been built to automatically fade in any time there is a gap in your schedule, which is exactly what's happening here between 12 and 6. You can see my station is on air, something's broadcasting, but it's blank. That's because that default playlist is fading it in. And it's also happening here between midnight and 9. So use that as much as you like. Some people, believe it or not, actually have 24/7 blank schedules and they just use that default playlist. But you're here to schedule a specific show, so allow me to do that. What you will do is, tell you what, to make it easier to illustrate, I'm going to delete this event. So you can delete and edit events as you wish. I'm going to delete this one here and start again. So here we go. Right, I'm going to schedule a show. I'm going to do a show this afternoon, Friday afternoon that we are, 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So I'm going to click on 2 and I'm going to drag it down to 4. There we go. Now I've scheduled the time of the event, but I just need to make sure all those details are right first of all. So what we got: start time, duration, and end time. So starts at 2, it's 2 hours, finishes at 4. Great, that's exactly what I wanted. What days of the week is it broadcasting? Is it just today, just Friday, or is it also going to be 2 till 4 on Saturday or on Tuesday? Pick any day you like and the software will replicate it for you, so you don't have to keep coming in and scheduling every single day. So I'm going to click all, because I want it on all day, every day, 2 till 4. And the last thing you want to do is decide, is this going to be a reoccurring show on a weekly, monthly, even yearly basis? So if I knew 2 till 4 every day for at least the next 6 months, I can click repeat every week and put in a date within the next 6 months. Here, so I'm going to do it till February. There you go, February 14th. There we go. I'm going to do this show until Valentine's Day next year. Lovely.
Hey you, yes you. Did you know you can start your very own radio station right now for free? Yes, for free. Simply click the link in the corner to start your 7-day free trial today.
Now the last thing you need to do is just confirm what type of show this is going to be. So if I click on the Advanced tab, Advanced by name, not by nature, all this is doing is it's asking you what type of event this is going to be. So 2 till 4 every day, every week for the next few months. Is it going to be a playlist, a live DJ, or a live relay? Playlist, as the name suggests, if you click that, simply means you're going to select a specific playlist that you've made. And at the moment, I'm going to select this one. It's a Saturday afternoon. Why not? Even though it is going to be broadcasting each day, doesn't really matter for the purpose of this, but I can also click on this drop-down menu and it will show me all the other shows I could potentially build. But for now, Saturday afternoon, that's what I want. So this means I'm going to play the Saturday afternoon playlist, 2 till 4, every day, like a maniac, every week for the next 6 months. And if I'm happy with that, click create, give it a second or two, bosh, there we go. That's been scheduled for you, starting from today, 2 till 4, the Saturday afternoon playlist. Because the software is all cloud-based, it will do this show for you. Your computer doesn't need to be on, you don't need to monitor it, you don't need to press anything, none of that. You've told the software from 2 till 4 you want this playlist to play, so as long as your station has been turned on, it will fade in and fade out. And that's all that's involved in doing something that is pre-recorded and automated. Just upload that file, build a playlist, tell the software what time you want it to play. And for live shows, it's done in a very, very similar way. Let me zoom out. All you do is on the event type, you instead select live DJ. And very similarly to a playlist, all you do is you choose a specific host that you want to go live instead of a playlist. So you can invite people onto your account. Each of our subscriptions has a limit on how many people you can invite. For now, I'm going to stick with Alan, but if I wanted to, I could select myself or I could select Rowan, anyone who wants to go live. It's worth noting though, whoever you do select, they're the only one that can go live during that show. So, there's no risk of people who shouldn't be going live taking over, without you knowing. So Alan, he's going to go live 2 till 4. As I mentioned, you can record live broadcasts. So I'm going to record that show, great, and maybe upload it as a podcast for on-demand content. And I'm going to update the event. I'm not going to change it completely. I'm just going to update everything here. And then what you should be able to see here now is 2 till 4, live DJ, Alan. So that means the software knows that you are logging in to go live, or rather Alan is, I've got that image from Jurassic Park in my head, Alan. Alan. He's going to be fading in and going live. Roman's laughing because he's going to put it in. Alan. So we're going to have got Alan going live 2 till 4. If anyone else tries to log in like me, I can't go live. It's simple as that. We've also got a backup playlist. So this is actually a playlist that you select from this menu here when you have chosen a live DJ, and that will be the playlist that will fade in the event of an emergency or technical issue, like you disconnecting due to a power cut or you or your DJ being late to start the show. And you can see as well that recording has been enabled. And that's how you do something that's live, just similar to a playlist. Tell the software who wants to go live and at what time, and as long as they do connect and go live, they will do. Don't worry about connecting for a live broadcast right now. Again, that guide is available from our help center, and it differs depending on whether you are a Windows or a Mac user. That's what I mentioned earlier about encoders. That's how you actually connect to go live. And then the final one is a live relay that basically allows you to broadcast a live feed from another online radio station. So again, Ryan Seacrest, great mate of mine, if he was willing to allow me to broadcast some of his content, or my other good mate, Howard Stern, all they do is I just need to put the URL for their station into Radio.co, and whatever they're broadcasting at a time will also be replicated on my station. And that's everything to do with programming. That's a third stage done. That is actually telling the software what you want it to play and when you want it to play. Fourth stage seems very, very obvious, but you need to turn your station on air. And to do that, simply here, you can come to the dashboard if you want, or you can just come to this little button here. So at the moment, you can see my station is on air, and that's just a button. So if I click on it now, it actually gives me the option to turn it off. So you can turn your station on and off if you want. But broadly speaking, most people leave it on 24/7 because, after all, it's us that are powering it for you. So keep it on if you want, turn it off if you like, but the only way people are going to actually be able to listen to your station, again, is to turn your station on. So before you start sending out your listen links and your apps to people, turn the station on. Don't know how many times I need to repeat it, turn it on. And yeah, this is where you do it from here. So that's fourth stage, turning your station on. So you've got content playing, you've scheduled some shows, you've turned it on ready for people to listen. How do people listen? There are a few different ways. This is the final step, step 5, getting people to listen. or rather inviting people to listen. That's the more polite way. And you do that by coming to the Listen tab first of all here. And what you'll see is a unique URL for your station. This is automatically generated when you create the account. And what it does is it allows people to literally click on that and it opens up a browser tab on their computer or their smartphone, permitted you have the bronze plan for that. But it just means they can simply listen to your station from nothing but a click. It's not the prettiest link on earth because it can be, it's not possible to customize it, but you can send that to people, post it on social media, click on it, listen, boom, nice and easy. You can also submit your station to what we call internet radio directories. They are places all over the internet that cater for specifically internet radio stations, and some of them, like Streamer or TuneIn is another familiar one. This is millions of people using it on the regular. So if you want to submit to it, you create a profile on these directories, submit your URL, and you can invite people there to listen instead. We have guides on nearly 40 directories you can submit to, so it's definitely one worth that's checking out. Of course, if you'd rather direct people to a website that you own, the way you do that is through web players. So if you have your own website, whether that's currently or in the future, you can build a player that displays artwork for your tracks or your shows or your hosts, or branding for your station. It displays track information, show information, something that's just basically visually appealing, and you've told people to go to your website, which has a personal domain name, and there on the front page is your radio station. This honestly takes about 20 seconds to create. It just asks you through the Add Player button what shape, size, colors, images, and you're ready to rock. And all you do is you click on this copy embed code and paste that onto your website. And then the final ways, not ultimately the final ways, but the final ways easily through Radio.co at least, is through a series of add-ons. So you can actually build mobile phone apps exclusively through Radio.co, and these apps are white labeled, so they don't feature Radio.co branding, they don't have any other station on them, they are purely yours. Obviously you decide the name, logos, images, anything associated with it, and these can be added onto your account for an extra additional charge. Perfect for just increasing the efficiency and the accessibility of your station. As a big tip about people finding your station, chances are they found out about your internet radio station while they're on their phone, probably a social media post that you did and they're on their phone about it. Why not capitalize on that potential listener who is currently on their phone? Studies have shown people are more likely to actually download an app rather than visit a website or do something else, even though downloading an app arguably takes a bit more time to do. But consider having an app just because people are likely on their phones when they find out about your station anyway. And the fact that they can just come off it, listen to an app on their phone, that's it, they're more likely to. So just consider it as a way of increasing the accessibility of your station. And the same goes with Alexa skills. Particularly here in the UK, over 50% of online radio is listened to through exclusively smart speakers like Alexa skills or Google Home devices. So consider just for an extra fee, making your station available at, without people lifting their finger, just at the drop of a hat, shout of a voice, that's it, they're listening to your station. And if a website is something you do want but you don't have it already, a website builder will do that. And that is the fifth stage, the fifth final step to take in this introductory journey, getting people to listen. And ideally what that's done is giving you a good basic introduction to what Radio.co can do. So you can see literally it's taken me 20 minutes, something like that, to show you the basic use of using it. So, upload a few tracks, upload one track, turn your station on air, and that default playlist will just instantly give you a 24/7 stream. Fair enough of the same track looped, but it's so easy and quick to get on air with Radio.co, and that's kind of it. So yeah, in about under 30 minutes, you can log in, upload, begin broadcasting, and immediately begin getting an audience. And there we have it. You're now on air broadcasting around the globe in, as promised, mere minutes.
Well, believe it or not, that's the most complicated part of internet broadcasting covered. And it was simple, right? Well, to launch your station in the easiest and quickest way possible, we've got all the tools and support you could possibly need. And if you feel ready to jump right in and try it out for yourself, then that's amazing. Just head to our website, select one of our subscription plans, and activate your free 7-day trial today. But if you want to stick around for a little bit longer, then in the rest of my course, I'll be discussing equipment, tips for promoting your station, how to broadcast live, and even likely answering a few questions dwindling in the back of your mind. Thanks for joining me for this particular video. And whatever you do next, take care and happy broadcasting. And just before you go, have you ever thought about launching your very own internet radio station? Surprisingly, it's a lot easier than you may think, especially when you make the time to chat to myself or a member of the Radio.co team. To do just that, head to our website radio.co/demo, where I can talk about your plans, any questions you may have, and me and the team can really get you up to speed in launching your own internet radio station in literally minutes. It couldn't be easier. Why not check out some of our webinars, tutorials, help guides situated around me? Or why not visit our website, radio.co, or even drop me an email, studio@radio.co. Until next time, take care and happy broadcasting.